welcome to Overall School. Today we're going to talk about the sound of the letter K, but we're not going to use one hand to make the movement today. We're going to use one foot to make the movement today because you hear the K sound that K makes at the beginning of the word kick. And you can't kick with your hand, you kick with your foot. So for our sound today, we're going to get our foot kind of up in the air, not too much. I have to do it so that it can be on the camera. But for the sound of K, we're going to do Mrs. Overall! Oh, hello, Claude. I have a question. I'm sure you do. Hey, nice cape. I got that last time, remember? I do remember that. Hey, my question is, did you know that there is another letter that makes the same sound as the letter C, like in cape? Oh, we were just talking about that. Yes, the letter K also makes the K sound. Cool, that's a C word. Most of the words that begin with K begin with the letter C. You do hear K's at the beginning of some words, but more often, or very often, they're at the end of words. Really? I was thinking at the beginning, because you know, a king wears a cape. Yes, kings sometimes do wear capes and crowns. Yes, and I have a friend, Cousin Jill, she lives in Australia. Yes, and Australia has lots of animals that begin with the letter K, like kangaroo. Right, kangaroo begins with the letter K. And koala. Koala, yes. It's a little, they call it a bear. It likes to eat eucalyptus. It smells like cough drops when you hug one. Cousin Jill told me that. Yes, sometimes you are allowed to pick up a koala. And they do smell like cough drops. I've heard that. I've never picked up a koala. And there's a song about a bird. Kookaburra. Yes. Kookaburra sits on the old gum tree. I didn't know gum came from trees. Well, it's not the kind of gum that you're thinking of, but there are a lot of trees that have a real sticky gum to it. Uh-huh. And a gum tree is a eucalyptus tree like the koala? I think so. I'll have to look that up. There are lots of things that I don't know. Oh, but you do know about the letter K. I do know about the letter K, yes. We were talking that we used our one foot for the sound of the letter K. I only have one foot, so it's hard for me. When I do it, I fall over. Well, you know, if I hold you right here, maybe you could do it. Is that okay? That's okay. Okay. You and I will do the sound of the letter K using one foot. Okay. Ready? That's a little tough for me. It is a little tough for you. Did you know that C and K work together at the end of words? No. Yes. We're going to be talking more about that later in the program, but I will just show you one word where C and K work together. Here, take a look here, Claw. It's the same sound for C and K. So they're going to go together. And see if you can figure out what this word is. Sick. I'm not sick. No, you're not sick. I'm glad that you're not sick. If you're sick, I want you to stay home because I don't want your germs. No, but I'm not sick today. No, and I'm glad. We'll see you later. Claw is off. Bye-bye, Claw. You want to talk about this again? You want me to talk about it? Okay, I will remind them. They've heard this before. But whenever we're learning to read, before we learn to read, we can listen and look. And that's what we do at the beginning of every class. We listen and we look. And so we've listened to the sound that the letter K makes. Usually we use one hand to do the sound, but with the letter K, we use one foot for kick. Now, here's these kicking a ball. That's a good thing to kick. Sometimes I know when you guys are wrestling around and running, you kick each other by accident. Try to be careful. You don't want to hurt your friends. You want to be kind. And that does begin with the letter K. Well, let's do the sound of the letter K with, get your one hand ready and your one foot ready. We'll start with one foot. K. S. T. Short A. N. M. Short I. C. K. Again. One more time. Good job, guys. We have an uppercase K and a lowercase K. K's are some of the letters that really, there's quite a variety of ways that you can make them. They're both made of 1, 2, 3 lines. One is vertical and 2 are slanting. Sometimes with the capital K, when I was learning to write like you guys are, an uppercase K came down like this, and then the other slant started there. And you can see a little bit that way. But an easier way to make a K is to come down and then just slant in and out. You don't even have to lift your pen or your pencil. Lowercase K, just sometimes I call him short belly K, because a lowercase K has this part shorter. He still is nice and tall. He's an antler letter, but then we could have a slant and a slant, or there's the antler, and then we can slant in, slant out. I don't care how you make the letter K, as long as it's neat. You decide. When people make letters different ways, that's called font. Font. And it's pretty cool, all the different ways that there are to make letters, and yet they're the same letters. It's a little bit tricky sometimes to read them, but they do look cool. So here's the letter K in 2 different fonts. And here's the letter K. I call it a skinny belly K in my capital letters here. It doesn't really match this one. This is a fatter belly K. But a skinny belly K right here. As long as they're neat, doesn't matter. Ready for the ABC song? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And then if I turn it over, here are the lowercase letters, and we're going to stop when we get to the letter K. Guys, do you think letter K is at the beginning of the alphabet, the end of the alphabet, or somewhere in the middle of the alphabet? You're right. You're right. Okay, we're going to stop at the letter K. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. It is in the middle. Right here would be the middle, and that's so close. It's almost when we cross over there. So here, thinking about the sound of the letter K. It's tricky because yesterday or the last time we were here. I'm not sure whether that was yesterday or not. The last time we were here, we had k, 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 same sound. I will tell you that if you hear a k, k, k at the beginning of a word, it's usually the letter C. If you hear the k, 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 it's a K. There's not a lot of words that begin with K. There are some. There are still a pretty good amount, but a lot of them are words from Australia, like kangaroo and koala and kookaburra. Isn't that a fun word to say? That's one of their birds. I have a friend who lives in Australia, and she sent me a picture of a kookaburra. It was really cool. Well, anyway, so today you can think of words that begin with k, 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 but it's a little tougher, so I'm going to give you some clues. Clue begins with the letter C, so you can't use that. Well, see if you were listening. I'm thinking of an animal whose name begins with the letter K, who lives in Australia, hops, and the mothers have a pouch to carry their baby. Do you know? Kangaroo. Yes, kangaroo begins with a letter K. Okay, I'm thinking of something that begins with a letter K, that k, k, k sound, that flies. Oh, well, a kookaburra does fly, you're right, but I'm thinking of something that flies attached to a string. Kite. You're right, it is a kite. K, 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 kite. I'm thinking of a room in my house where I can make lunch or supper or breakfast. I cook there, but cook doesn't begin with it. What do you call that room in the house? Kitchen. You got it. Kitchen. Kitchen. Okay, well, some of you, any of you, have a name that begins with the letter K? Kim. Yes, Kim. Here, let me write that down. Let me get my marker. Kim. You actually have all the letters in your name that we have had already. So I think that's pretty cool, Kim. Let's see. Kim, we said began with the letter K. It's a capital K, uppercase K. I'm going to make it a skinny belly K. I. Kim. M. So now we have Sam, Tom, Anna, Nelson, Maria, Iris, Clark, Kim. Ooh. I hear something that begins with the letter H. We haven't really learned that yet, but can you hear it? It's a helicopter. Yeah. It's coming right over. I'd turn the camera, but then I might not. But listen. I like helicopters, don't you? Well, we need to get our drawing page ready for Kim. So we have an uppercase K and a lowercase short belly K. Kim and the cousins will illustrate on this page, and you can illustrate in your notebook or a piece of paper. Mr. Overall will play for us for 2 minutes, and then we'll be back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Kim and the cousins have finished their pictures. I see a kangaroo. I see someone kicking a ball. That'd be a kick. And a kite. Maybe some of you made those same pictures. Claw, what would you like to draw for the letter K today?
Well, I was gonna say kangaroo, but Kim did that.
Yes.
How about kitty cat?
Oh, you know what? That's interesting because kitty begins with K and cat begins with C.
Lucy drew a kitty cat for you up in there.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me get that down. Lucy Moose, before she moved, drew me a picture that I really like because it has 5 different animals in it. Cat, hen, chick, hog, duck. I think those are interesting animals.
Yes, I do too.
Do you know why she made them?
No, just because she liked them.
Well, she liked them, but also they have this short vowels in them. Cat has a short A, hen has a short E, chick has a short I, hog has a short O, and duck has a short U.
We haven't learned all those yet.
No, we haven't learned all those yet, but we will. But okay, here's a cat.
A kitty, a kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. They never come when I call.
Well, if you'd stop nibbling on their tails, they might.
Right. So let's make a kitty cat.
Just a kitty.
Kitty.
Okay.
Kitty, 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 kitty.
Okay. Here, take a look.
Circle. Pointy ears. Whiskers. Ooh, that body's going to be tough. And a tail.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a try.
Yep. You got to be bad at something before you're good at it.
Or you got to be bad at something before you're good at it, right? So here's your marker. First, you want to make this circle.
Maybe you could get me some tape.
Well, you know what? Then we'd just be putting the tape on and off all the time. Now, 2 pointy ears. Then 2 eyes.
Could you do it today?
I can be your art partner, yes. Okay, 2 eyes. A nose.
Triangle nose upside down.
Okay, triangle nose upside down.
3 whiskers on one side.
3 whiskers on one side.
3 whiskers on the other side.
3 whiskers on the other side. Now, this body, she came down and then she had a lump. I think that was supposed to be the back leg. And then a lump over here. And it came up.
That looks like a cat sitting on a hat.
Well, it does. But then she added some legs right here. So then it doesn't look so much like a hat.
And a tail.
And a tail. Oh, that's just a stick tail. I'm going to curve it down to match it.
Oh, yeah. Could you make the smiling cat?
Well, a smiling cat. This is more the way Lucy Moose's looks.
Where is she?
She moved away to the other side of the earth.
Wow, that's a long way away.
Sometimes people like to add little parts like that.
Yeah, I like that, I think.
Okay.
So you and I were
Partners. You and I were partners to make a kitty.
Kitty. Could you write that down?
Okay. Do you have a card?
Yeah, blue one today.
Okay, blue card today. Sure. Actually, this blue is called turquoise. And we'll put kitty. Kitty begins with a K. Antler letter. Kit. Hey, there's the word kit hiding inside kitty, like a Lego kit. But then we have another one, and Y. And sometimes Y sounds like a vowel. Kitty. We'll put that in the words, okay?
Okay.
Here's my helper, Kim. Kim, before we get started today, we're going to review the 3 kinds of letters that there are. There are antler letters. Oh, yes, you know how to do that. Where your antlers stick right out the top. They're above that line, that top line of the box. Then there are box letters. They fit right inside the box. And then there are leg letters that come down out of the box. So if we take a look here, yes, the K is going to be an antler letter. The M, the last sound in your name, is going to be a box letter. You don't have any leg letters in your name there. You don't have any leg letters, but there is a box letter today. So can you get your antler out? For the uppercase K, there are 2 antlers, but this is just a lowercase K, so there's just going to be 1 antler. Can you do that? Oh, yeah, pretty good. Nice job, Kim. I can make a letter K. Nope, I can't. Not with 1 pipe cleaner, not with 1 wire. I would need 2 because I still need the slants. An uppercase K has 2 antlers. You know, a lot of grown-ups still get this mixed up. A lot of grown-ups always make their Ks with 2 antlers, but a lowercase K just has 1 antler. So the slants are going to come down here. I do need 2 pipe cleaners, so I am going to have to lift to make this lowercase K. Let's get this down out of the way. Our pattern, dot, box, keep it going down the page a little later. We're starting with an antler, so it's going to be above the box. I'm going to go a medium space above the box. And then the slant is inside the box. Slant, slant. There's another font that has 1 antler, but then the 2 slants you have to lift in there. This is not a lowercase K. This is a capital K. We don't want this one. We want a lowercase K, a 1 antler K. So while you work on your paper or your notebook, Kim, come on down. When you're finished, you can look at the brick and then we'll look at our letters. Make 5. Claw's favorite number. You're right, they are kind of tough. You keep wanting to make a capital K because that's in your name. You don't want a capital. We don't want an uppercase K. That's a double antler letter. We just want 1 antler. Okay? Yep. Now it's time to look at what you've done and try to make the second row of 5 Ks look just that good or even better. Okay, come on. Oop, that one's backwards. That's okay. And that one's a capital. Think again. 1 antler and then a short belly. That one has a little bit of a toe. But you try your best. Practice makes progress. And circle your favorite. Oh, your favorite was one of the first ones that you did. They can circle their favorites. Oh. Woo! Kim, are you all right? Oh, I'm glad. Okay. Well, here, come on up. They can see your favorite. Can you see their favorites? Maybe. Now it's time to take a little break. If you have work that you need to finish in your notebook, letters or the dot box, or if you have pictures to finish, any of those things are fine. But if you need a little exercise break just to get the wiggles out, then go ahead and stand up and we'll try this one. Head and and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I have eyes, 2 ears, a mouth and a nose. Head and shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Now this knee that you have there is a joint, that's where it bends. But if you feel right there, there's like a round, almost like a little bowl, like a little cereal bowl there. That's a bone, and that's called your patella. Say that, patella, yeah. And so we're going to sing about different body parts. We're going to sing hip and thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. Hip and thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. I have clavicles and ribs curving in. Hip, thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. Now this, I just made this song up a little bit ago, so I probably am going to mess it up, but I'm going to try my best. Ready? Hip, thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. Hip, thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. I have clavicles and ribs that curve in. Hip, thigh, patella and shin, patella and shin. Not bad, you or me. We've been learning about the sound that K makes. K, k, k. We're going to use that as we listen and read and write today. Let's think about the word kite. I love to fly a kite. In fact, I keep a kite in Mr. Overall's Jeep. In case I go somewhere where it has great wind, I'm ready. Well, you can use your arm as a rail, and I will use my friends on the rail, and we'll say the word kite slowly. Kite. How many sounds are there in kite? Kite. 3 sounds in kite. That one had the k at the beginning. This one has the k at the end. This is the word tick. A tick is a little creature. It has 8 legs though, so it's not an insect. That can suck your blood. You hardly feel it though, but it can make you sick. So if you've been playing out where there are ticks around, you want to check before you go to bed to make sure you get those ticks off. Well, we're going to say the word tick kind of slowly. Tick. There are 3 sounds in the word tick. Tick. Well, here's a letter necklace for you. And a letter necklace for you. Ooh, should I use a C or a K? A C or a K? Well, there's a short vowel sound, I, so it's going to be both. There are 3 sounds, but there are going to be 4 letters. Come here, I need another friend. You can be real close to him because you're going to be a CK together. There's a little bit of a wind. I hope we can still see the word. Ah, yes. T, CK goes together. Yes, so you guys are very close that way. Tick, tick. What if I change your letter necklace? And I give you an S. Ah. Can you figure out that word? I'll give you a hint with my one hand. Sick. Yes. What if I change the vowel? I'm going to take away your short I. And I'm going to give you a short A. Ah. Ah. sack is another name for a bag. Or when you lose your job because they don't want you to come anymore, then you've been sacked. I'm going to get sacked. I will sack him. There are a lot of different definitions for the same word. Well, you know what? You guys had a good idea at the meeting yesterday. You said, why don't I just write it and show them? And that way it won't take up quite so much time. So I will. We'll write the word sack. I think you can see the CK there. K is the only letter, whoa, it's not hard to see. K is the only letter that's going to be an antler letter. So let's find the next box. Here we have, and we'll write sack. I guess I can't show you the S-A-C-K. I'll do it a little bit at a time. S is a box letter. A is a box letter. CK goes together after a short vowel for sack. If we know how to spell sack, if we change that vowel, we can spell sick. Let's try it. S, I, k, sick. And if we change the beginning letter, we can spell the word tick. Ooh, that's another antler letter. T, I, k, tick. Yes, Liam? You're right, that is the first syllable in ticklish. I should call you Liam Longword because you come up with some great ones. Ticklish. 3 syllables, but the first syllable is tick. Okay, we're going to try another sentence today. The cat is sick. Now, we've had the word the in our sight words. This is my word bank. This is where I write words in case my students need to see them because they might not remember how to spell them, even though you've seen this in our sight words. T-H-E, the. But I also made it with a capital T because it's at the beginning of a sentence. So the cat is sick. We're going to make a capital T-H-E. The. So I'm going to come down here to my next one. You know what? I can maybe just imagine the dot and box. And then I can make my antler letter right there. Ooh, my marker isn't working very well. Maybe I'll just get a pen. T-H-E, the, a space. My fingernails are cleaner today. The cousins and I were looking at yesterday's, and my fingernails were pretty dirty because I had just come from the garden and I had forgotten to wash my hands. A finger space. Cat. K. T. T is an antler letter. The cat is... I need to use my word bank again. Is I-S. You'll get that for a sight word later, but we need it today. Is. It has something called a zipper S in it. The cat is I-S. And then I can see sick right up there. It's not cheating to look up there. That's using your brain. Box. Box with a dot. Box, antler with the slants in the box. Are we done yet? No. We need this period at the end to show us how to stop or where to stop. The cat is sick. We wrote it and we can read it. If you want to, you can take a little bit of time here and make a cat who looks sick. The cat is sick. Here's some legs. Here's his back, side. Here's his tail coming out. The cat is sick. The letter K makes the K sound. like you hear at the end of our sight word look. Or claw has a word today that begins with that. We'll put it in with our sight words. Kitty. Oh, take a look here at kitty. Kitty. Y. Remember how we sing the vowels and sometimes Y? Here is an example where Y makes the long E sound. Kitty. See? Let's do the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Again. A, E, I, O, U. Again. A, E, I, O, U. Again. A, E, I, O, U. That's all. And sometimes Y. In kitty. Kitty. We have another sight word, not claws sight word. This one was a tough one for me when I was learning to read because I wanted to put the sounds in it. I wanted to say sa-id, and it's not sa-id, it's said. When you're talking about something, I said that I was happy about that. I said that I'm glad that you're watching Overall School. This is the word said. Maybe it won't be a toughie for you, but it was a toughie for me. I'm going to put that in with our other words. So we'll start with said and kitty. Ready? Said, kitty, look, the, see, I, man, at, Tyrannosaurus. Did you recognize it? It's the same word that I had yesterday or last time, but it's much neater. So I'm going to take this Tyrannosaurus. I'm going to get rid of it. I like this new one better. Tyrannosaurus. Anaconda. Am. Can. It. An. In. Insect. Said. Kitty. Said. Kitty. Sometimes when people say this word, the T's don't sound like t, t, t. They sound d. Some people say kitty, kiddy. If that's the way you say it, that's the way you say it. But you need to remember that it's a T in kitty, kit. Because like here, kit, with all the little pieces coming together. Some of you maybe have put together a Lego kit, or maybe you have Band-Aids and a medicine kit. And kitty. See you next time at Overall School.
Where did the king keep his armies? Up his sleevey?